on the wall over here. You guys will have to turn around and look at it. But as we look at that, we're reminded of that great eagle spirit. And you know, wherever you go, whatever you do, you can take the person out of the valley, but you can't take the valley spirit out of the person. I congratulate each and every one of you as we gather today, and I pray that you accept this honor of being a Chattanooga Valley High School alumnus. Now, this has been listed as our official last all-class reunion of this organization. There are about 8 or 10 of us who've worked at this diligently for the past 7 years. And I said we haven't given up, but we have given out. Others, however, are already working to reorganize and to keep this thing going, keep the all-class reunion going. Cantrell, who has been at a table out front, and others need our support. And it's not just support for people attending these reunions, but it's support in helping to go to the meetings and do the planning. Also, the spirit live on in individual class reunions, of course, and other get-togethers, such as Curly Durham's Party in the Pasture. That's going to be October the 27th. And Curly's number is 423-413-7378. So give him a call if you're interested. You know, when you stop and think about it, we're an endangered species. And at some point in history, we're going to become but a footnote. It's hard to believe, but our youngest graduates are 41 years old this year. I've often thought, how cool would it be to be the last surviving graduate of Chattanooga High School? Yeah. And I can truthfully say, at least on my part, and hopefully yours too, that at our ages, happy hour now means nap time. I want to leave you with the following. I wish that I had written it. But how many of you remember George Carlin? Yeah. A great comic in the 60s and 70s and was having some resurgence here lately. Of course, died of a heart attack, I believe. But George wrote this. He had a great insight into just practical things. So I'm going to leave you with this. Do you realize that the only time in our lives when we like to get old is when we're kids? If you're less than 10 years old, you're so excited about aging that you think in fractions. How old are you? I'm 4 and a half. You're never 39 and a half. You're 4 and a half going on 5. Then you get into your teens. Now they can't hold you back. You jump to the next number or even a few ahead. How old are you? Well, I'm going to be 16. You could be 13, but you're going to be 16. And then the greatest day of your life, you become 21. Even the words sound like a ceremony. You become 21. Yay. But then you turn 30. Ooh, what happened there? Makes you sound like bad milk. He turned. We had to throw him out. There's no fun now. You're just a sour dumpling. What's wrong? What changed? You become 21, you turn 30, then you're pushing 40. Whoa. Put on the brakes. It's all slipping away. Before you know it, you reach 50 and your dreams are gone. But wait. You make it to 60. You didn't think you would. So you become 21, you turn 30, you push 40, you reach 50, and you make it to 60. By then you built up so much speed that you hit 70. After that, it's a day-by-day thing. You hit Wednesday. Then you get into your 80s, and every day is a complete cycle. You hit lunch, it turns 4:30, you reach bedtime. And it doesn't end there. Into the 90s, you start going backwards. I was just 92. Then a strange thing happens. If you make it over 100, you become a little kid again. I'm 100 and a half. Well, my prayer is that you all make it to a healthy 100 and a half. And if you're not able to do that, remember this. Life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. Thank you. I'm going to ask Pat Henry to come back because he's the only one up here that can sing. And we're going to enjoy the Alma Mater. And they've asked me to read this. It says, recently we learned that the words to our Alma Mater were penned by Christina Amos Pack, a class of 42, with assistance by Juanita Presley, a class of 42. And certainly those words will never be forgotten. So if you would stand as we sing our Alma Mater, and then the afternoon is yours. I've been told to remind you there's refreshments and things for sale. And thank you very much for your kind attention.
And before we sing, I want to just remind everybody to keep this thing going, to see. Audrey Cantrell. I don't see it in. Okay, Roger. So let's see, Roger, let's get a few more people. These folks have worked hard. Did we give them a round of applause? They've worked hard putting this together every 3 years, and just don't see it stop. Let's sing together. Are you ready? At the foot of Woodhouse Mountain, towering toward the sky, Robbie stands our dear old high school as the years